Hello and welcome. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing, now in its 10th anniversary edition. Today's show I have titled Self-Healing. Are you worth it? May sound like kind of an odd title or a weird question to ask, but just hear me out. When I found myself facing cancer, I looked at all of my options. I looked at the standard medical route and what they offer. And what I saw was a pre-paved pathway of chemo, radiation, long-term pharmaceuticals, uh, radical surgery, many visits to the doctor, waiting around, filling out forms, having tests after tests, procedure after procedure. And none of that appealed to me. I thought there has to be a different way because none of that seemed natural in any way, shape, or form to me. And I also recognized that they really don't offer healing. They offer remission, but they never really talk about healing. In my estimation, healing is full on health, not having to take any pills, just not having to worry about your health, not having to worry about being attacked by some disease, just living your life in radical joy, radical well-being. That to me is health, when we don't have to live by taking handfuls of pills. So I decided that I would go a different route. I didn't really know what that route would be because when I looked out in the world to try to find other routes, like I really didn't see anybody talking about self-healing. I saw people talking about, changing of diet. So I tried that for a couple of days and like it really was only a minute before I realized, wait a second, this isn't it. This isn't going to give me the solution that I need, because the solution I am looking for is to see cancer completely eradicated from my entire life, from my vocabulary, so that it is no longer even an option on the buffet table of life. Like, I didn't want to have to face this ever again. I needed a permanent solution. So, in order to find a permanent solution, I was kind of on my own. I didn't have anyone to show me what a permanent solution would even be like. What was the route to that? So I took it upon myself to discover what that might be, even though I had no idea of how I was going to find this. So, but obviously, since I wrote this book, I obviously came out the other side and I found a solution. So what I did was I decided to start meditating every day. And what that meant to me was I was going to sit down and ask a question. And the question I asked was, what do I need to know about this in order for it to change? And every day I sat in that question. Most of the time I was looking for the answers, like, "Oh my gosh, where's the answer gonna be? How's it gonna come? I don't know where it is." And my mind was so noisy that I couldn't hear the answer. So I started working on quieting my mind. It didn't go very well in the beginning because I just kept trying to stop thinking, and that was really hard because every time I stopped thinking, I would start thinking again. So that was pretty much a waste of time. Well, I shouldn't say a waste of time because I learned something from it. And as long as we learn something from the things that we try, it's not a waste of time. But my path to healing was a really long and winding road because I didn't know what the direct path was. So I continued to try to quiet my mind, and I started taking a class in alchemy, like how to change energy, how to transform energy from one thing into another. And what I discovered, alchemy in general, they talk about, turning lead into gold. Well, I didn't really have any lead hanging around other than in pencils. And, I really didn't see myself turning pencils into gold. Like, that really wasn't my goal. What I realized that alchemy is changing from one state of being to another, changing one energy into another energy. Like, changing fear into curiosity, or changing anxiety into excitement and enthusiasm, changing energies. And I started to learn how to manage energy and start to change energy. And I started to transform some of the energies that were in my energy field. And as I did that, and I started to clear out fear from my energy field, and I started to clear out guilt and shame and doubt and worry and all these energies that were plaguing me, my mind started getting quieter. And one day, while I was sitting in meditation, suddenly my mind was quiet enough that the answer to what do I need to know about this in order for it to change dropped right in. It became completely obvious. And the answer was completely unexpected. The answer that came through was, "Hey, Lisa, your body's not being attacked by cancer, and neither is anybody else's. Your body is doing exactly what it needs to do, given the emotional environment you have provided." Light bulb. The answer was obvious from that moment on. I realized that cancer is the illusion that we're not being attacked by diseases. Disease is assumed. So from that moment on, my entire approach to healing changed. I stopped trying to fix my body, and I started to trust my body to do what it does naturally, heal itself. I stopped being afraid of cancer because I realized it's not an actual thing, it's an illusion. You can't go down to the corner store and buy a cup of cancer. It's not a standalone thing. We're being told that it's a killer. It's not. Our bodies are on our side. What I learned on my healing journey was invaluable. I learned that when I trust my body heals itself naturally, no pills required. I learned that I have the power to choose my own state of being. And that when I choose a state of being that is peaceful, calm, and happy, my body remains peaceful, calm, and happy. Health doesn't come in a pill, and it's not a state of the body, it's a state of being. We have to start looking at our state of being. We have to start looking at health differently, because what I learned on my journey and what many others have learned from studying the laws of the universe, how the universe works, when we live in harmony and peace with the universe, we live in harmony and peace with our bodies. We live in harmony and peace with each other. We simply chose to incarnate on a planet that has been doing war for a really long time and has been living out of harmony with the universe for a very long time. We're being sold disease. So when I took the time to sit down and go inside, to start asking better quality questions than, oh my God, what's wrong with me? I tried that one in the beginning, and pretty soon I realized I really didn't want the answer to that. I didn't want to know what's wrong with me. I wanted to be able to see what's right with me. So I had to start asking a better quality question. And I chose, what do I need to know about this in order to change it? And I discovered that when you ask a really good quality question, you receive a really good quality answer. If you get the noise of the rational mind out of the way, and you can allow your soul's wisdom to come through. So my journey of self-healing, what I discovered was that I have the power to heal myself every single time. I don't need to go ask the expert what's wrong with me, because there's nothing wrong with me. I discovered this on my journey. I thought in the beginning, I was like, oh my God, I don't fit in. I don't belong. Nobody understands me. There must be something wrong with me, which is what got me into the mess I was in to begin with. These distorted thought patterns. We are taught that we're supposed to fit in to a dystopian society. We're not here to fit in. We're here to be uniquely ourselves. There's nothing wrong with us other than we've been expected to be someone who we are not. Are you worth the investment of your own time to learn how to heal yourself? The medical model has no problem charging tens of thousands of dollars for treatments that are not healing, that simply put us on a pathway of pills for the rest of our lives. It sends us into remission until it shows back up again, and we have to go through it again and again and again and again. Are you worth the investment? Are you worth the quote unquote risk? The perceived risk of learning how to heal yourself? Because what's on the other side of that is empowerment. What's on the other side of that is you learn your own value. You learn to value your body rather than fear it. You learn to value your uniqueness, to be able to express your own uniqueness. You learn that you can be of value to others because you can help others learn how to heal themselves. This is what I do now. Thousands of people around the world have gained infinite value from my book. You can buy it on Amazon right now. It's $9.99 for the paperback, and I don't know, $6.99, I think, for the Kindle version. Is it worth your time and a little bit of money to read the book? Would it be worth you investing in yourself? Would it be worth you making an investment in the 12-week course that I offer to show you, instead of having to take the long and winding road of trying to figure out how to heal yourself, can I show you the shortcuts? Not bypassing anything, but the direct route, because healing the body is not where we need to look. We need to look at bringing what is out of balance back into balance. And it's not the body. The body is simply reflecting the thought patterns, the emotions that are out of balance, our perceptions of self that are out of balance. When we start to learn how to bring our energy back into balance, and we start to see the value of who we are as we are grand beings of light here in physical form. Are you ready to see who you truly are and the power that you have to heal yourself? Are you worth learning the simplicity of self-healing? Are you worth making an investment in yourself to learn what healing really is? I'm starting a new course of the 12-week course of Aligning with Your Radiantly Healthy Self next week on September 6th, 2023. If you would like to make an investment in your future, in becoming the highest version of yourself, the version of you that knows what to do, the version of you that doesn't go into fear about your body and simply starts bringing everything back into balance. If this sounds like it's something that is of interest to you, please reach out to me, Lisa at connectingyoutoyou.com, or go on my website, connectingyoutoyou.com, and schedule a connection call with me so I can tell you about this course, what you'll get from it, what your time investment is, what the financial investment is. And compared to what the financial investment is in the medical model, it is a drop in the bucket. A tiny investment on your part will go a massively long way in the future in taking your power back so that you no longer have to rely on anybody else to heal you, that you can do it yourself. Are you worth it? If your answer is yes, and you would like some direct guidance, please reach out. I'd be more than happy to help. My name is Lisa Warner, and I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing and creator of Aligning with Your Radiantly Healthy Self, the 12-week program to help you take your power back so that you can heal yourself. I look forward to hearing from you. And until next week, create for yourselves a great week. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.